Today I want to share with you a laptop screen extender, an extender to give you the mobility to extend your productivity to up to 300%. Basically, you're not going to have only the monitor of your laptop, you're going to have two additional ones to work on every side. So basically, if you're studying, now you're going to be able to easily study to up to 3 times more. Or if you're drawing something like an artist, digital artist, then you're going to extend that possibility to 300%. And of course, this one is super easy to bind and connect with the laptop and take it on the go because of course comes with his own bag. In the set, you're going to have the instruction manual to make the operation of this one super easy. And of course, all the wiring to bind that connection. You're going to have multiple wires with different angles for you to easily bind and connect. And of course, an adapter for the power source. This one comes already in the travel case, and of course the packing and the presentation is outstanding. PU leather bag with a pocket in the front for you to easily carry those wires with you. Anytime you need to bind and connect this one outside, you're going to be able to easily take it out, set it up in the park, or of course if you're taking this one to the office or back to the office home. Aluminum alloy exterior, and of course the mobility to bind and connect with multiple laptops. Inside the unit, you're going to find another instruction on how to operate it. And don't forget to take the plastic out so you can easily see on the screens, right? Otherwise, you're going to have just a black screen. Right, something on the other side. And this unit is ready to go. On the back of the unit itself, we're going to have a leg that will give you the mobility to place this one on the table and then arrange the screens on how you want it. That's going to be another support for your display of the monitor, and of course extending and binding with the computers that you have already. On the side is hiding the control panel with adjustment for the power and of course the Type-C ports for your laptops to bind with the wiring that are already coming in the set. Now let's talk about wiring. USB-C to USB-A that goes to the adapter for you to connect it to a power source, and of course the port that shows power on the back. That's going to juice up the monitors and of course the outlet. Now here's the tricky part. You have the HDMI to USB-C type wire in the set. So you're going to need a laptop with two HDMI ports. Or if you have USB-C to USB-C to establish a direct connection through USB-C. Same thing goes for the second monitor. You're going to have another USB-C to HDMI for the second port of that. Just in case you don't have a second HDMI port on your laptop, I would recommend you a switch from USB-C to HDMI. That one is coming from myself. Now, ideally for those type of extenders, you're going to need like a 16-inch to 17-inch display because you're going to be able to easily extend to that. But of course, even with a 15 one works perfectly. You're going to be able to easily adjust the angle to that and work productively on 3 monitors at the same time. Now, of course, the only thing you have to do is just bind that connection that is going to go under it to one side or another side of the computer. So I'm going to start with an USB-C type connection right here. And of course, the second one is going to be an HDMI. That's going to go into the slot of the HDMI on the computer. So now we have 3 sides, 3 monitors to work productively. And of course, in the settings, you're going to adjust if you want to extend it to 2 or to 3 or to mirror that. Like I mentioned to you earlier, in the settings, you'll have to detect the screens in order to go from left to right. And after arranging them, you're going to be able to easily work with all the sides of that. From left to right, super easily. Of course, it would be much easier with the mouse, but as for the displays, they work right now perfectly for me to easily multitask on all 3. And of course, the settings of the display can be easily adjusted depending on your needs with the brightness and colors that you want. As for the mobility and simplicity and connectivity, this is an outstanding extender for your laptop. once again, for you to study, for you to work or create something. Especially if you're a content creator, you need to work on all three monitors, having the mail open, the project, and something else on the right side. This extender is definitely a recommendation from me.